I think we're live. We're live at 5. Okay, I lied at 6. Hey, everybody. How's it going? For those of you that are new, I'm Noelle. Thanks for coming in. For those of you that aren't new, I'm Noelle. Thanks for coming back. Eric, how are you? What you got here? We have no water, for we have no well. Oh, no. I hope that's not true and you're just making a rhyme. Let's see. And you're the first one here. Yep. I used to put 6 p.m. Pacific Standard or Pacific Daylight and 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight. Nobody seems to be able to get it right. It's daylight time, and I still see people putting standard time all the time. So now I'm just putting Pacific and Eastern. You never opened every drawer in the bathroom at estate sales. It's the place nobody goes. You are right, and that's why there's a lot of money there. Let's see. You sure you want that? Yes. Hi, Susan. How are you? And Lynn. Doug, you didn't make it in first. I think your lady speed stick may have expired. It probably has expired, but it doesn't mean a dang thing. Let me just tell you. Doug K, who cares if my pit stick is expired if it keeps. That's right. You tell him, Lynn. Nope. Hey, girl, I just saw you. Let's see. And we have Chris and Ash. Hey, you guys, drop your link in. You guys are blue, aren't you? Let's see. Are you guys blue? Charnel is not, but she is soon to be. Okay. Anybody who wants to drop your link to your YouTube in the chat, go for it. Anybody who wants to drop links having to do with what we're talking about, go for it. Let's see. So we have Susan, Vintage Vagabonds. Hi, Susan. And we have Brett, a.k.a. my Ethel. And we have Charnel. Thanks for coming in. And Michelle, how are you? And we have Miss Courtney. Oh, my goodness. Courtney, drop the link to your Santa so people, unless you don't want people to go watch it. And we have Ms. Jody Toy Addict. I confess that sometimes when there's a lot of stuff in the bathroom, I close the door and search. I'm still getting over my cold. That was good. Maybe I coughed up some stuff. That was hilarious. Hey, Eric, how are you? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Miss Jennifer Hayes. Miss Annie, how are you? You hit 3K this week. Woot, woot, woot. I hit 1,700 today. And then 4,500 on Instagram. And I'm moving on back up to, let's see, I'll be up to 16K 90-day total here probably by the end of this week, which may not seem like a lot. I was at 22K in May, June, something like that. And then I took almost the whole summer off doing stuff. And the end of October, beginning of November, I was at 6K. So in how many weeks, count it out, I've gone from 6K to almost 16K. So I'm working on it. Miss Tracy is here. Where are you? My chat just jumped. Where'd you go? Miss Tracy. Hey, girl. Hey, she just sold a vintage blanket for $100, vintage baby blanket. And Courtney hit 1K. Drop that link to that. You guys, she needs hours. She's got the numbers, but she needs hours. So if you got a spare computer somewhere that you can just play all of her videos on her testing channel, that would be great. You don't have a wrench? I'll take care of that. How did that happen? All right, you're wrenched now. Let's see if I missed anybody else. All right, you guys are all talking. All right. This is my forte. And it was funny because not that I have a hard time thinking of things to talk about, but sometimes there's just like so many things. And I made a list of topics and I think I threw it away when I was cleaning. Anyway, so Courtney and I were talking and she goes, why don't you talk about stuff that you find in the bathrooms at estate sales? And I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. And I just happen to have this box out in the garage. I'm seriously considering stealing the Happy Holidays tape off the bottom of it. Don't laugh at me. It's from, I was trying to see when the date was. Jeez Louise. That was from the La Center. That was from the estate sale where Marie's husband Justin was going to lock Marie and I in the closet because we were going through all the clothes. We'd already been through the bathroom. That's where 90% of this stuff came from because I haven't done anything with this box. You guys are going to die in a few minutes. Isn't that Santa awesome? I was just like, she was doing a listing live the other day and I went in there because I was bored and I was doing, what was I doing? I was cleaning out my filing cabinet, you guys. And so I had her on and she pulls out this poor old Santa and he's all dilapidated and so I had her hold it up to the screen and I screenshot it and went on Google Lens. It took me a little bit, but we finally figured out what it was. And then I let her do all the rest of the research, but I knew it was a store display and she's like, well, how do you know that? I guess I just knew it anyway. So I'm so excited for you, Courtney, about that Santa Claus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a Harold Gale. If any of you are familiar with Harold Gale, I ended up going down the rabbit hole and reading a whole documentary on him, and it is really cool. You take potent portables for $400, Alex. Hi, Yvonne. How are ya? I sent your package. How you doing? All right, so this is something that I used to do live hauls every Sunday night, pre-summer. Almost every Sunday night, I would do a live haul at 9:00 my time. And I have a lot of people in here that would come to that because they were just up at that time. Annie, Javelina Flips, and there's a couple others of you in here. Never Too Old came sometimes. Carl, I missed you. I was going to come to your live listing today and it did not happen. Anyway, Jennifer Hayes has been in on them. I was a little more not good with my language in those days. So if you want a good laugh and you can handle it, go watch some of them. But I used to show this stuff and people would be like, what are you buying that for? And I'll tell you, when you guys see my solds on Instagram, I don't put them there to brag. I put them there to show you the stuff that I pick up that most people won't, and the stuff that I get free that most people wouldn't take. So I had a $328 sales day today, and my 4 items and my cost of goods were $1.25. I would have had a $500 sales day, but I'm still waiting for an order to be paid. And those are free too, because they were, Carl, close your ears. It was a whole set of Skylanders, the carry case, the set, 2 ports, and 4 games. And I sold them for right about $97 plus shipping and whatever. So, yep. And so I think that there's plenty of room in this market, for you guys to look at this, to share this. There's nothing I don't sell that I won't share with you guys. There's no reason. There's how many millions of people in this world? Oh, you kill it. So I am going to blow your minds with a few of these things because you guys need to be aware of this. Lots of people go in the bathrooms and they look for certain things. They look for perfume, right? I got some perfumes. They may look for other healthcare products and stuff like that. But anyway, without further ado, let's start with the first thing. This is what they wanted for this on the first day of the sale. I bought all of this stuff right here that you see for less than $5 because it was the last day. This is a vintage Reach toothbrush and it's neon. Look at that. See that? Neon. Are you guys ready for this? Let me share my screen. I was going to get my second monitor and hook it up. These are just ones that are listed and they will go for more. Some of them will go for a lot more. $20 and this package is toasted. I have sold toothbrushes. Johnson glow in the dark. Here's a neon one. They're not asking enough, but that's their problem, not mine. I have sold toothbrushes that are more for, let's look at the sold items here. I have literally sold toothbrushes that had no wrapping for 20, 30, 40 bucks. They were just not in a package. People use them for props in movies. All of the stuff that you guys would go, oh, like that. Here's three neon. Reach Kids 6 to 12 vintage lot of 3 neon glow in the dark toothbrush, $27.54. How many of you guys would pick those up? I want to see a number. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I love you too, Yvonne. That's okay. Between myself, my husband, and our daughter, we should have invested in a medical supply stock. We would have been rolling in the dough. Oh, yeah. Hi, Jenny. How are you? And John, is your wife with you? I'm trying to get you here. Show me pickers. Are both of you here or just John? John, are you? You're not. Hang on. John and his wife. Hang on, John. John, drop your link, please. John and his wife. John's source is very, very similar to me. And he said the other day, he goes, I'm glad we don't live near each other. We'd be fighting over stuff all the time. Just you. That's all right. Okay. If I saw, let's see. Doug says, if I saw some new old stock sitting around, I'd grab them. And it's not even just to grab them for yourself. I mean, how much do these things cost brand new? You're supposed to change your toothbrush out every 3 months, people, or more. So, Dren happens to like the battery operated ones. These things are like 12 bucks, brand new. You always have to be difficult, don't you, Brett? Hi, all addicts. All in the attic treasures. I'll spit it out here in a minute. How are you? Derek? What? Who? Where? When? You guys, Derek, drop your link, and if you have a moment to drop your link, would you also drop Regina Michelle's? They have a great show on Wednesday nights that I never get to go to, so I always have to watch the rerun, and it sucks because I never get to put any sarcastic remarks in their chat, and he probably loves that, though. Tell Regina I said howdy. Yeah, so people will buy these just for the packaging, as a matter of fact, too. So I bought this whole box. I bought this whole box of toothbrushes. They were all left in there. That estate sale had ran for 4 days. This was the last day. Some of these brands, they do not make anymore, you guys. Some of these brands they gave out when you went to the now this one right here is Professional Firm. This, and it has a full head. People that wear dentures, like, and I know that because my mom had dentures. People that wear dentures like these because they're good for cleaning their teeth. You know, and so you can take these. Here's another one. You can take these and lot them up together. You can use them for yourself. They're brand new. This lady had a thing about, I might keep this one for Dren actually. This lady had a thing about writing the dates that she bought stuff. Now, in one way, that's good because I know how old it is. And there, if you guys don't know how to get that off, oh, shoot, I was going to grab one. You just take a dry erase pen and you scribble over it with a dry erase pen. Don't use a paper towel. Don't use a dry cloth. Get a wet rag, a very dry, damp, wet rag. Squeeze it out as much as you can. And mark and wipe off. After you do that, marker with the dry erase pen. If this is in green, try to use a green dry erase pen. It doesn't really matter unless it's on a piece of cardboard, which you can still get most of it off of those, believe it or not. What's going on? A declutter organizer helper. Why did they have that many? She was never married. She was an only child. Her mother lived with her in the end part of their life. I mean, look at this one. This one's going to be worth some money too. I will list these. I will list this one and I will list this one for $29.99 and I will sit on them and they will sell. You guys saw some of my posts yesterday. Don't let people bully you just because other people. I just absolutely, Oral-B, these are highly sought after. It's hard to find these plain toothbrushes, believe it or not. All right, that's enough on toothbrushes. Colgate, all that stuff. But let's go look one more time. So just so that you can see, here's a vintage lot of 5 adult toothbrushes, all the different flavors. $22.49. $15. That's a vintage one. Like I have a couple of those. So, you know, here's a neon pink one for $9.99. So that ought to be it. That ought to be a. Do you remove? Yes, I won't remove the original store price tags. Then there aren't any on these. They're all just that's what's mostly on these. And then this see, they tried to sell these for $1 a piece. Even $1 a piece if you're just buying them for yourself, or if you can get $20. Where can you buy something for $1 and sell it for 20? You're 19 timesing your money. I mean, and how much space does this take up? Right? Hiya, Jan. Is Mo in here too? Hiya, Mo. How you doing? Did I miss anybody else? If I did, say hi again or yell at me. I'll catch you sooner or later. All right. Oh, since we're on that, let's just go here. If you guys aren't following my friend Jen, Thrift to Travel, she's mostly on Instagram. She doesn't do much YouTube anymore. If you guys aren't following her, I've been following her for years. And you don't know about dental floss. Susan, did I miss anybody? Uh-oh, that's not good. Nancy's having trolling issues. All right. Oh, I might want to share this. Let's go over here and let's look at, it is the, this is the one that the unwaxed that's the most. I wish I could see your guys' faces right now. Reach and unflavored, unwaxed Johnson & Johnson sealed pack, 55 yards. You aren't going to find these brand new because they don't make it anymore. $29.99, $95 for this. I have a couple of these. Even the ones, yes, even the ones that are not in a package. Why? Because this is how they came from the dentist. And many of them have never been opened. But why would you attempt to sell these? I mean, everybody's like, gross, gross, gross. They use these for props in movies. So you have to wipe that whole idea out of your head that that's gross. Somebody's going to use it. And if somebody wants to buy it and use it, more power to them. I don't need to know. Hi, Evan. How are you? Hi, Scotty. We got Scotty. We got Evan. We have Amy. Miss Jenny +1. Scotty. Scotty, are you doing your live shows on your other channel? Because I can't find them. I know you had another channel that you set up for your lives, but I couldn't find you this weekend. Anyway, any of you guys, feel free to drop your links to your channel. So, yes, let's go back and look at these. You guys, when you walk in a old mom and pop gas station or pharmacy in a small town, you want to go look. You want to go look. You want to go and look. They never take anything down. It's there till it sells. That's where you will find. Hey, Joe Deals, how are you doing? They never take anything down. And lots of times you can go like this and there's dust on the top. If you're traveling somewhere and you're going out into the country somewhere and you find an old mom and pop gas station, whatever, check out I don't have any of this to show you. Check out the chapsticks. I sold a chapstick for almost $50. One chapstick. It's been a while. So, but let's go. Let's just have a little licksy-poo over here again. $24 for this one. Reach. Unwaxed. You guys, I don't know how Fixodent. I don't know. See, here's the original price tag. Heck yeah, I'll leave it on there. And somebody may buy this one. There's something about the unwaxed floss. Boy, I can't even talk. See here what they put? Vintage prop. So don't get all freaky over, and now this one right here it's not Reach, it's Dent Advance. So somebody found a pallet, bought a pallet of these because they have a bunch of them. Dento tape. So, there you go. $1.50. Somebody got a deal there. Here's a lot of 20 controlled dental floss unwaxed 200 yards. These must be something like what the dentists would actually use in their office, would be my guess. Yeah. And then people use it for all different kinds of things. All right. I would have to have the job of buying vintage props for a show. Oh, wouldn't that be a cool job to have? Hi, Miss Gina. How are you? I was at an old mom and pop pharmacy on a road trip about 10 years ago, and I bought 15 packs of stickers. Oh, heck to the yeah. And Lulu snuck in. Sometimes the unflavored, unwaxed are used for cutting cake. Yeah, that is very true. Speaking of props, few years ago, I sold some items to a local theater group. There you go. I sold, you guys saw it just recently, 2 vintage, what did I sell? 2 vintage telephone books for close to $300 all in. All right. What do we got next? All right. Let's go with Janet. You said this in your, I don't know if it was Sunday haul when you were going through the bathroom. I'm going to blow your mind. Did you throw it away, Janet? Vintage Mentadent toothpaste. Did you throw it away? I heard you talking about it. I wasn't in the chat, but I watched the replay. Vintage Mentadent, you guys. The refills, you will find the refills in the bathrooms all the time, and they go for really good money. I can't even tell you. Well, I don't need to tell you. Look right here. And $35.95. I sold one, I think it was like this for $55. They don't make this anymore. You can't find it. $62.90. Baking soda and peroxide. Lots of people have the things, but they might not have the they run out of the refills. People are picky about, okay, this one right here. Arm & Hammer Complete. I think this is just regular. Yes, they don't sell this anymore. This was one I was gonna pull up. I don't want the Mentadent in there. This one goes Arm & Hammer Complete. They don't make this one anymore. You will find this at, those aren't sold, are they? You will find this at liquidation stores. You will find it at little mom and pop grocery stores. You'll find it at older grocery stores, the Piggly Wiggly. I don't know. There'll just be a few here in our area on the West Coast. We have Grocery Outlet. You guys have that down in California, don't you too? I think you do. About 12 boxes of Mentadent. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. So this one is one to look for. Arm & Hammer Complete Care. It sells very well, as you can see. And it doesn't, I mean, there's, what do we have for listed? Let's see how many we have. Well, let's see what we got for solds. 12 results for that. What I picked. 22 results under what I put in and 12 sold. So, I mean, it's going to sell soon. This one right here, they'll get that. Plus whitening. And then you have, this is a good one. I don't know if they even make this anymore. That's an old one. I don't think this one I should be able to get because I don't even see here. Similar 23. That's a pump. I don't have the pump. That's another thing too. People are picky about what it comes in. If it comes in a tube, if it comes in a pump. Oh my goodness. And those little thingies that you put on the end, Aquafresh Sensitive. This one that I have, I don't see any listed and I don't see any sold. Oh, there we go. 1980s. Not quite like mine. Close enough. And then you have, let's just look at one more. all different kinds of Colgate. So it's just a matter on, here's sensitive. So, but the you just have to look. I would never do an auction on any of these. So Prevident Plus is got sodium fluoride in it. I don't even see that coming up. And that's what I put in to look for. Let's see if there's any unsolds. I think the Prevident Plus you have to actually get at the dentist. They give it to you there. I could be wrong, but I don't see any. That's a good thing for me because I have quite a few tubes of it. And I will not sell mine in lots because there might be more people that want it, especially go look at my eBay store. Oh, that's hilarious. Question, see all in the attic. Okay, hang on. Let me go out here. What about expiration dates on some items? Well, if you're selling them as a prop, then you don't have to worry about that. I don't put expiration dates on a lot of things, and a lot of things don't have expiration dates on them. And I don't even know. This has a lot, 514. Let's see. There is an here, let's just pull. There is a for health and beauty stuff that is expired. Oops, let me go down here. Toothpaste has expiration dates. This one does, yes. For health and beauty items that are expired, there is a, let's just go into eBay here. Let me share. Let's go here and let's go. You can use this for pretty much anything. Let's go to, these ones are brand new, brand new, brand new. Let's see. That was probably a bad scent to use because it's never gone out. Let's go up here. It's not going to do it. Bath and Body Works. I'm trying to find this. Okay. Bath and Body Works Sweet on Paris lotion. It's discontinued and it's about 50% full. Now, if we pull this up, do you see this? Health and Beauty Skincare Moisturizers. See, they didn't use, I don't know how they managed to get this listed in this category. There is a category for collectibles. Let me see if I can find one. My phone is going crazy. Just sold some dental stuff. Toothpaste says share screen. Am I not sharing screen? Yeah, I'm sharing, right? Looks like I am. Hi Bobby, how are you? Let's see if this one is in the right category. No. I don't know how they're selling these new other. They're not selling these and I'm surprised that their item hasn't been taken down. There is a, let's see about this one. Nope. They have new other too. Okay. There is a collectibles. Let's just do this. Oh, I got, what is this? Kenneth Cole. New in the box, new in the box. Phantom of the Opera, vintage. I'm trying to find one. 1/3 full. Okay, this should be the right. No. This is really irritating. I don't know. They're new without box, but 1/3 full. They're lying. I don't know how they're doing this. There is, here we go, Kenneth Cole reaction, but that's a tester. Brand new, brand new. I don't want brand new. Condition. I don't want that. Let's see if it will. There is a, I will find this because I was going to talk about this anyway. There is a category in collectibles for items, especially for perfumes and stuff like that, that you can use, that you can put. I have stuff. I should just pull something in my store up, huh? That'll do it. Let's just do that. Messed up my, no, you didn't. You're fine. Because I was going to talk about this anyway. So let's go here. Let's go listings. I want to, this is something I totally wanted to talk about. So it's all right that we talk about it now. Trying to think what cologne I have listed. Let's just do this. All right. Here it is. Bath and Body Works. So let's just pull this up because I have it. Collectibles, vanity, perfume and shaving, perfumes, other perfumes and collectibles. That is the category that you need to use when you're selling something that is a perfume or something like that, that is not all there. Because you can't technically say this is like new because it's not like new. And then I put 70% full, and I always make sure to show the side where they can see how full it is. Does that make sense? And I show everything that I can on the bottle. A lot of these kind of things don't have expiration dates. I don't know if I have any. I don't have any toothpaste listed. I don't have any. I wonder if they have this Mentadent, all of this Mentadent. Let's see what category they have this in. Health and beauty, oral care, toothpaste. Let's see what they put. They don't make Mentadent anymore. One available, one sold. Let's see what they have for baking soda, peroxide. They're saying it's new and sealed, which it is. They did not put, they put a UPC. They absolutely did not put a date in it. I will put the date if there's not a spot. I will put the date. Either I'll put BB up here in the title, or I will put the Best Buy date in the description. That is what I do. You have about 5,000 vintage perfumes to list. You better get your booty moving. Should have those listed for Christmas, girlfriend. So are you sending these things ground? Yes. Anything that has flammable. Let's see if this, anything that is Hi, did you miss me? I closed out the wrong window. The first time I did that, I just about freaked out. So anything that you see flammable on, you have to send ground. You cannot ship it overseas. You cannot have international. You can't even ship it to Canada or Mexico. Don't believe you can ship it to Hawaii, but you might be able to because they do send stuff via boat. But you cannot ship anything flammable international, and you have to send it USPS ground. And there is a whole section in the USPS that you can go in and you can really freak yourself out about, or you can just know that you have to ship it ground. You should put it in a Ziploc bag, bubble wrap it, do what you need to do. You can print off stickers to put on your packages if you want to. I have never done that personally, but everything goes ground. Yeah, you lost me for a minute, but I lose myself all the time, so I was just sharing that for you. If it has a Julian code, it's hard to figure the date on it. With makeup, you can Google the company. If it's new and packaged, I won't sell makeup that's used. Absolutely not. No, gross. Any kind of that kind of stuff. If it's new in the package, a lot of makeup doesn't have expiration dates on it. And that what it says, what the date's on, let's look about. Is this channel about Riesling? No, but you can send me some. I'll never drink it though, but I'll put it on my shelf and adore it. Where was I? Somebody remind me, what was I talking about? Makeup, mascara, and other makeups. There is a question in, is Leroy here? Leroy. I just read your thing and I didn't realize that was you. Hey, buddy. There is a question in item specifics when you're listing makeup that specifically asks, how long is this product good for after it has been opened? And almost all makeup has somewhere on it written, this is good for 3 months, this is good for 6 months. So you really should put that up. Yes, there are whole Facebook groups that sell used makeup. Fingernail polish. Oh my heavens. I'm not even going to get into that. You guys can look that one up. Fingernail polish, used or unused. Even used, dried up. They want it. They collect the bottles and the collars, and they will open it up and they will revive it. How do I know this? My niece collects it. She has 2 rooms in her house that are bigger than this room that I'm in, full of it. She just has shelves. She collects it. It's worse than Monster High and Furby collectors. You guys are learning all kinds of stuff. Not used, no way. If it has SPF in it, yes. So when you are selling some of the stuff that has SPF in it that's old, say you have a old bottle of Maybelline remember when Maybelline in the glass jars would come in on a cardstock with the bubble over the top of it and they hung it. If you find that, you can sell that for a prop, but you wouldn't want to sell it for somebody to use. Does that make sense? Midwest. Dave, what's up? Dave Midwest Picker here. He's trying to confuse everybody. He's got 2 channels now. Does OPI? Oh, does she have OPI? Pardon my French. Does who have? Yes, she does. She does. You name it. As a matter of fact, she used to call me. She goes, Have you been to the Goodwill bins lately, Annie Noel? Did you look to see if they have any bags of nail polish? Because our Goodwill bins would take the nail polish and they would make, like they do the jewelry jars, they'd make these big bags of nail polish for like $9 or $10. And I hope she doesn't ever watch this. I would lie to her and I would just tell her no, because I've helped her move 5 times. We'll just leave it there. Anyway, she has a problem. All you have to do is add to the polish and even custom mix colors. Yep. Absolutely. And they do. And they, like I said, if you guys think that the Furby collectors and the Monster High collectors are crazy, go check out some of these makeup groups and the fingernail pop. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's see. Where were we? So might as well just finish up. You're going to find these stuff because people like to buy this stuff to give for Christmas presents. Not only will you find this in the bathrooms, but you will find this after Christmas for cheap. Jovan Musk, I don't even know if they make this anymore. But this was with that whole set too. So now my whole I got to go back here. Hang on a minute because I shut myself out. Got to go back in here and reset everything up. Share. All right. And I'm not sharing because why would I after I did all of that? No, I am sharing. Okay. All right. Let's go here. AOVAN. I used to actually wear that years ago. Don't tell anybody I said that. Gift set. There's one for $39.99 similar. There's one for $10. I don't see one exactly like mine, but let's go. You guys get the picture. And it's not just with Jovan or Jovan, however you want to say it. It's with all of these sets. People trying to keep up with you. That's an old trick. Yep. Find some vintage Vidal. Oh yeah, not just that one. Crazy. So here you go, guys. That's just for one of these silly old sets that most people would just, and they did, walk by. You know, and sometimes the older they are, the more money you'll get for them, and it's crazy. It is literally crazy. All right, I'm going to let's do that. I don't have any. Gee, your hair must smells terrific. Let's do that. You want me to find it because you want some, Gina? Is that the problem? Let's just see if I spelled almond wrong. Let's see if, and yeah, here you go, you guys. There you are. Anybody? What do you guys got to say about that? Sunnin, how about a box of Sunnin? You no joke, right? Hey, Don and Mary, or just Don, or just Mary. So, you guys, when you go grocery shopping, go to the area where they have the health and beauty and start looking at the shelves and look to see if the tag on the shelf says discontinued. And if the tag on the shelf says discontinued, they're not going to make it anymore. If you guys are not following Jen, Thrift to Travel, and you want to do some retail arbitrage, she is your girl. No, I have monetization turned on. Huh. Or I don't. I thought I turned it on for this. Let me go in there and do that. Not that it matters. I mean, you guys all know that buy me a coffee is better. But that's doesn't, that's irritating because I did turn it on earlier. Who knows? You shouldn't have to turn them on and off. Why do they have to be like this? I broke it. I didn't break it. I don't know what's up with YouTube and eBay all of a sudden decided that all of my, this is hilarious. They both needed all new IRS stuff for me. I have monetization on this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're right. I don't. There. It's on. Are you happy, Dave? Thank you. Thank you. YouTube 2-3 weeks ago, I didn't even notice it, took all my monetization away. Not that I was really wasn't even paying attention to it. And because the email that I use for them, I don't get into that often. Anyway, hi Amy, how are the kids doing? This is where Dren is right now. And Dren and Tina and B, if you're watching too. Anyway, so I had to go fix all of that, download new W-9 form. Yesterday I get up, eBay is doing the same thing. It's like, all right, I've been selling on eBay for how long, and now all of a sudden they need new stuff. Hi Glenn, how are you? Anyway, so all right, here's a good one. Let's just get a good pack here. Feminine products. All right. I can't give you all the brands of everything. You're just going to have to start scanning stuff. But when you go in a bathroom or an old, an older mom and pop grocery, even the hardware stores in older towns where they have little tiny, sometimes they have like a little tiny hardware store that's kind of like they might have a little bit of grocery, a little bit of everything in there. Probably need to put a little bit more of this Playtex. Let's do Playtex portables. I cannot spell for the life of me tonight. And we want price shipping highest first. $23 for this package right here. And people use these for themselves or they use them for props. I have this one. I don't have that exact one, but I have about 8 packages of this one. Yeah, something like that. And these were at one point in time $1.99. She put how old are these? She wrote on a lot of these. These are from the 80s, I think. But there you go. There's not a lot of them sold because there's not a lot of them listed because there's not a lot of them out there. So if you find these, $29.99. I have a bunch of these. Here's one just for the box. Yes, just like an Apple. That's actually more than you get for an Apple box. There's going to be a huge Tops update being pushed out nearly every platform. What is Tops? Toss. Either right before the new year or right at. Got this the other day about the update. Well, thanks for sharing that, you guys. Anyway, Another thing that you will hear, and then here you see you're going to get these print ads out of the older they sell. You got the old magazines, the piles of old magazines. Here you go. Tear the pages out nicely and they sell. So now you can also go with vintage. I don't know if Playtex made these. Let's just do this. New Freedom. Vintage New Freedom maxi pads with Summer's Eve douche, rare new old stock. 400 and set. This is what it's listed for. I hate the style. This is what they have it listed for. Modest sanitary napkins. Kotex maxi pads. Stay free. I kid you not, you guys. Look at all of these. You will find these. Here's Kotex premium napkin pads. Whatever you want to use them for. Now, let's go look at some of the solds. Here is a dispenser, $250. Rare vintage seal box modest sanitary napkins, $199. You guys, I know you see these. Dave, even if you change your name, still no dollar button. Summer's Eve, yes. All of that stuff. You will find this in the bathrooms in estate sales. And sometimes they don't pull this stuff out from underneath the cut. Look in the cabinets. Sometimes they don't pull this stuff out because they don't think anybody is interested in them. And therefore, if you find them, $49.99, you guys. I'm going to show you something else that'll just blow your mind if you don't already know. Vintage Pampers diapers. $640 for 4 packs of 18 diapers sealed. No joke. $490. 2007 vintage Pampers Cruisers size 7. Yes, sometimes people will hide stuff in those boxes. Lulu, you got it. All right, you guys. I wasn't going to show this one, but I figure you deserve to know. Because how many of us actually see these? My friends, the bin pickers, found a package at the bins. I think it was missing one. And they sold it for close to $900 on auction. This was in 2019, I think. All right. Happy days. How are you? How are you? I didn't see you sneak in. Honestly, as much as everyone hates change and as often as these brands change crap, I get tempted to buy off the grocery shelf and hold on to it for 6 months when it's rebranded and no one can find it. No joke. Even, okay, I am not going to tell you what some of these people use these for. Y'all have an imagination. $175. Now, a lot of this stuff goes for the packaging for props. A lot of it does. There's also, I mean, just look at this. Vintage Pampers diapers, Botanic, 8 total. 8 diapers and for $110. And not only the diapers, you guys, but this is something you might see. Vintage. I don't know exactly how these are spelled and if this will bring them up. Vintage diaper wipes. Why would sprinkles come up? I think it might be Huggies and they might not be vintage, but See if this brings it up. These little baby wipe dispenser, portable wet wipe dispenser reusables. Sometimes you can get some really good money for these. They would come free. Here's one. Huggies Clutch and Clean, refillable, rechargeable. You will find these at convenience stores and old mom and pop stores too. Right here. This one's exactly. You'll find them at garage sales where there's lots of little kids stuff that people don't like to go to. Do you sell diapers? Well, that depends. Those can go for good money too. That was good, Jake. So if some old wine turns vinegar, does vinegar douche turn to fine wine? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. Pampers, Swaddlers, diapers. Yep. You name it. So, and you will find these at estate sales. You will find diapers at estate sales. Why? Because old people like me have grandkids that come and visit. And they kept that stuff. You know? I'm getting overwhelmed. Okay. I get questions on this one all the time. You guys, soap, vintage, discontinued soap, ivory soap, you name it. Can't even tell you guys how much soap, old soap I've sold. Oh God, thankfully she said grandkids at the end of that sentence. The preemie diapers we had to order by the case. Dren was a preemie. He was 3 pounds, 8 ounces when he was born because his mom was dying and they had to take him 8 weeks early. And we had to find a car seat that was rated 4 pounds and under. And that was a challenge. You're not fully clean until you're zest fully clean. That is correct. All right, let's go check. You guys are cracking me up. Get me sidetracked easily. All right. Oops. $89. $89, you guys. All tone sells really well. I just sold some tone that went to Alaska, the North Slope to be exact. Zest. There you go. See the little white water fresh. They need that white water fresh. So what did they sell here? They sold 2 bars, 7-pack each. 7 packs each. So they sold 14 of them for $89. Is that my understanding? 2 bars, 7 packs as shown, total of 14 bars. Pretty good. I made almost $200 off of soap that I pulled out of my aunt's a trailer that they were. Look at all of these different Fiesta lava. Do they even sell lava soap anymore? I feel like they still do. Zest. Here's all this tone right here. This tone right here sells really, really well. You have, I was looking for Coast. You really do better selling these brands separately because somebody likes lava, they don't like Coast. Somebody likes Zest. Do you know what I mean? Here's the Zest that I have, I think. Nope, not quite. Close. Anyway, $18. Let's go back up here and look at vintage. Vintage ivory soap. Well, they have everything here. This is something to look for too. These old powder dispensers. Jan just found 4 or 6 old bottles of Comet scrubbing in a turquoise bottle that her mom had stuffed in some candle blow molds to give them weight. Octagon, Colgate's Octagon soap, $107 for 4 bars. Fells Naphtha, that's really not something that you can still buy that exact same stuff. Ivory Liquid, Ivory Snow. So all of these vintage Paduch, Kentucky Hotel travel size soaps. Yep. Bar soap. Voorhis Tybot vintage soap bars for Soap Master grinding soap dispenser. That's pretty cool. Let's check this out. Something odd. I like that kind of stuff. Huh. 15 bars Soap Master dehydrated white hand soap from the Voorhis Tybot company. They are designed to fit in the Soap Master soap grinding dispenser. Bar goes in the machine, crank is turned, and shavings from the bar are dispensed. That's pretty freaking cool. Anybody seen those? Thank you, Carl. That's really neat. Okay. So let's see. One that I don't know is Ivory soap, and then there's I don't normally get Trolls. Irish Spring. Did I get that too close? I might want to put soap there, huh? Irish Spring soap. Not all Irish Spring soap is vintage. They still make this, but do you see the style of wrapper that it's in? And then so the green you can still get, but here is an Irish Spring. I probably would have separated this myself into maybe 6 or something like that. $34.99 for this one. So it really is just like Brett said, people, now some of this stuff they use for props, but people have a favorite soap, a favorite shampoo, a favorite hairspray, a favorite lotion, a favorite everything that they like, and they will pay up for it. They will pay big money for it. You used Irish Spring until you found Jake, you're hilarious. You get assignments and quests. Silly as it is, why do people buy these old health and beauty items? Because that's what they grew up with. That's what they use. That's what they like. They're stuck in their ways, and this could be this Irish Spring original for $39.99. Well, you can walk into the store and still buy it. And sometimes a lot of people are buying it because this was the packaging used in, I'm just going to say, the 80s. And somebody is doing a movie based in the 80s and they need this packaging for their movie. So there are so many different reasons why people buy this stuff. I mean, this is busted up and they, so let's go to something else I'm going to show you that, Fixident. I'm just going to let you soak this in for a minute. $135.54. Because they don't make this one anymore. It's a powder. Another thing that some of you guys may know about, and some of you don't. My mother had very soft teeth. She never had one of these. And she had to have all of her teeth pulled. I don't know if it was after I was born or after my brother was born. Anybody ever seen one of these chopper hoppers? You know you have. This is a chopper hopper. You put your teeth in it at night. They have a one for women and one for men, and then there's even another one that has a spot on the top of it where you can put your glasses. So you can have your glasses sitting on here. You grab your glasses, you grab your teeth. Maybe you just grab the whole thing. My mom kept hers in the bathroom. I don't know. No, maybe she didn't. There were a bunch of us kids. Probably would not have been safe for her to keep them in the bathroom, because every time she got new lipstick, I would draw on the wall with it. And she didn't get new lipstick very often because lipstick was expensive. Anyway, chopper hoppers is what they're called. Sometimes it'll even say chopper hopper on it. Don't ask why I have it. I still have a few of my teeth. Yes, the glasses ones are there. You'll see. You don't see them very often. You really, really don't. Now, I used to do ceramics for a gal, and she still has a shop. So I could go make a few if I wanted to, because she has the molds for those. And if you know anybody that does ceramics, you can go make your own. You can go make a personalized set for somebody if you wanted to, right? Okay. So back to the Fix-It-In. I just want you guys, these travel size ones, you would get these sample size ones sometimes from the dentist. So just keep in mind, you guys, they discontinue these. There's another one Jen talked about the other day. She cracks me up. I really do love her. She's such a nice person. I'm gonna have to get her to come in sometime. There's a form of Fix-It-In that they're discontinuing right now. So you guys may want to go next time you're at the grocery store or Target or wherever it is. She gets a lot of her stuff at grocery stores. Anyway, you will find this in an estate sale bathroom. You have to look. You can't just walk in there and go, there's nothing for me in here, because guaranteed there is so many things. And just because the package is open doesn't mean you should go, oh no, travel size rolls of Smarties. You know it. Such a smart butt. Courtney, be proud of me for that. How about this? You're going to find old bottles in the bathroom. This is an old Alka-Seltzer bottle. That's how it used to come. Here's an old, this isn't a super old one because it's plastic, mentholatum. Old metal Band-Aid tins. Old metal baby powder. When my son first started reselling, I have a shelf that has all these old bottles on it. He was literally going through my shelf, comping everything, and he goes, "Mom, do you know how much money these are worth?" And I just looked at him and I said, "Get your hands and your phone and your eyes off of my bottles." Here is an old bottle of insect repellent liquid. Keeps bugs from biting. I needed that when I was... I'm not selling these. They could be sold. If I sold this one, I would dump it out. A professional quality germicide antiseptic deodorant for bathroom feminine hygiene nursery care. It's a cool bottle. These were all found in bathrooms. Lady Esquire shoe dressing black fabric cleaner. Beautify your shoes. Why was it in the bathroom? That's where they had their shoe cleaning kit. All right. This is one of my favorite things to look for. Some of these sell really good. Oh my God, the collar, right? I'm bringing a card and all the things you said I couldn't. You're bringing a card and all the things you said oh no, you're not. I know where you live, Marie. Don't threaten me, Missy. Yeah, that brown color's kind of gross. When it settles down, all you see is, because I took it off the shelf, literally it'll all settle down and you won't see any of this. You'll just see this clear stuff. This will all settle back down. But if I wanted to sell this bottle, I would clearly pour this in another container and take it to the hazardous materials at the dump, because I'm pretty good about that. Vintage. Okay, let's just go there before I show this other stuff. Not even vintage. You guys know about the whole thing with Johnson and Johnson putting asbestos in their baby powder, their talc powder, and they can't sell that anymore. Well, there's a big market for that because people liked it and they didn't care. I'm going to spell this wrong. John. Let me just let you soak that in. This is the stuff that they pulled off the market, and you will find it. You'll find it everywhere, actually, but you will find it in the old mom and pop grocery stores because they don't have to follow the regular. They own their own stores. You'll find the travel size ones in, like if you go to, okay, so I'm on the Kroger's, and I know that some of you guys back east don't have Kroger's, but just I'm trying to think what the store was that Jan and I went into that she shops at. They'll have a section where they have all the travel size things. So, and they will have it there. It seems that would be, yeah, you think so? I agree with you. A huge liability. I won't sell it, but you will find it at estate sales. Why? Because women used it. Because women used it on their grandchildren. Anyway, something else that to keep eye for, and there's nothing wrong with this stuff. Johnson and Johnson's baby wash. It's a teal bottle. Let's see if they have any of it. You can't get it anymore. They don't make it. I don't see any in here, so maybe nobody is getting it anymore. But the Johnson and Johnson's baby wash, it came in they have a bottle similar to it now, but it's not the same stuff. And I am not, let's see if somebody has some for sale. I can't remember the exact name of it to tell you guys. That's not it. It's an older bottle. It is a teal blue color. I was just really hoping this is kind of what they've changed it to. Nope. Well, maybe nobody has anymore. Here. Keep your eyes out. You'll know it if you see it. This is a good one too. And I wished I'd have taken this with me. You will find this in the bathroom. You can't buy this. Oh man, I got to get mine listed. I have 2 bottles of this stuff. Do they have a Wegman? That's what it is. No, we don't have it here, but that's where Jan and I went grocery shopping, right, Dean? Was Wegmans. I'm not sharing. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys. Here we go. Okay. Share the screen. I wasn't looking at my phone either. I was doing really bad. One of these days, you guys, I'm going to have a whole time that I don't miss sharing the screen. You're all rolling your eyes right now. I know. Okay. This vintage rare Avon Skin So Soft sells like crazy. Do you guys know why? Man, that went really cheap. Because it repels hummingbird size mosquitoes. All right, let's go to the. I've picked up 2 bottles. I don't normally have anything to do with Avon, but I will buy this stuff because it works. All right, let's see what we got. This is not the original. This is the stuff you want right here. $90 for 3. $85 for 3 24-ounce bottles. It's not hard to find them new sealed at all. There you go. Burn that into your memory bank. Sorry, you guys, you're not here to make me laugh, so I'm cracking myself up. And it, I don't know what. Look at this old one right here. That's really old. I don't think you'd probably want to use that one anymore. Anyway, so all right. I can't believe that. Okay, let's do that. All right. Now, Body on Tap shampoo. The Avon puffs and some brushes also do well. Yes, Courtney. There are Avon products, believe it or not, that people really do love and they will pay up for. You just have to find those products. And Avon Skin So Soft is one of them. The little Avon, they made these when I was a kid. They were little pins, and they made them for kids, little girls, and for moms. And they was a little pin, and you opened it up, and it had like a cream. It was whatever fragrance you wanted to get. And some of them just look like a pin. I'll pull some up. Some of them look like a flower. Some of them look like a little princess head. Okay, let's just pull those up before I get into this other thing. Avon. Let's see. Here we go. Courtney, you had some of these for sale not too long ago, didn't you? When you find them, you will find a bunch of them because it was either somebody that sold it. See these different ones that they have here? It was either somebody who sold them or somebody who bought every single one of them. This was not wanting to let me blow it up, but there you go. They took a best offer off of $114. So you will see these. That reminds me of Bear in the Big Blue House. So there are Avon, and you'll find them in the bathroom at the estate sale. You'll find them in Grandma's dresser. $80, $45. Keep your eyes open. These are the ones, like I said, they made them for women too. And they would have perfume in them. So there you go. That's an extra added one. All right, let's talk about this stuff. So you guys are aware of the fact that Old Spice is still around. Yes, you can go buy some at the grocery store right now and put it in your dad or your son's or whoever's stocking, and somebody will kill you for it because most people can't stand the smell of it. My grandma gave my dad some every year. My mom would throw it away. These are the ones that I go for. This is an Old Spice. You don't see them like this one anymore. And if they have this, they probably have this. These are mine. They actually go in a little shelf I have up on the wall in my bathroom. I have this one. And I have this one. This one is more Old Spice and Shulton. This one is almost like a milk glass. It's more of a porcelain ceramic. This one is more like a stoneware ceramic. And these go for pretty good money. You'd be surprised. You're always going to find these, always. And they'll be sometimes look like this because they got left in the cup like that, right? If they have those, they probably have this too. This is also ceramic. And I don't know if it has anything on the bottom of it. I guess I probably picked this stuff up because number one, I think it's cool. But number two, my dad did wear it. Not very often. He didn't wear cologne very often. But my dad's been dead for 31 years. And it's one of the very few things. I don't remember him ever having any of the shaving cups or anything like that, but it's just one of those. Yeah. And so on top of that, Old Spice, the vintage containers that were made out of this kind, and there's different flavors, as I like to call them. A lot of people, unless you are actually a wearer of Old Spice, do not realize. I know, I agree. But it brings money. You will find these in the bathroom at an estate sale. All right. This is like this one. This is a whole set, Shulton Old Spice. Here is one like this, and this is the exact one right here that I have. So you see all the different, there's this same one that I have right here, same one that I have right here. These guys are getting more money because they actually have the shaving stuff and they have the lid. So this is like, you can see, I hope you guys can see that. That's a pretty good penny. J&M Mercantile Store. That's really neat. I just love these things. I don't know why they're cool. 150 ever. Yep. Ever ready, made in USA, and it was sterilized before they sent it out. Good to know. All right. Grandpa had shaving cream thing, but it's long gone. Another thing, a lot of times you guys will find the straight razors. You guys know razors sell, old vintage razors, straight razors, the Fat Max razors, disposable razors, which I have some here. And then you will find a razor strap for sharpening the old straight razors. I have sold all of that stuff. So there you go, guys. If you see Old Spice, you might want to look for this stuff. You will find it too. And it has a following. Here is a whole 11 rare vintage Shulton. Shulton, got that? Old Spice cologne for men. These are the old bottles. Not like the new ones. They're ceramic stoneware. Oh, I love that kitchen. Oh, I want that kitchen. That's like my kitchen. No, maybe not quite. Sorry. Squirrel. Pro Electronic Before Shave Lotion. And then you have, look at all the different designs on these. So that is similar to my that's aftershave lotion. And I have, what do I have? Aftershave talc. Probably got asbestos in it. Anyway. So, and then they have, that's cool. That's not Old Spice, is it? It is. Friendship Shaving Mug Cup Brush. So there you have it for those. And then they have all the different vintage Old Spice. They have different flavors. Here we go. I just recently sold one of these. Old Spice Lime. Very sought after. Don't ask me why. See, here's another set of the lime. And there is, see if we can find it. That's a new, that's vintage, new with box. Never seen that one before. Good to know. There is, here we go, Vintage Old Spice box set. Fresh scent, Old Spice cologne. There's a dark, I never saw the fresh scent one, so there's another one. There's a darker one. Here's another, I can't remember. Soap on a Rope. Somebody found a bunch of this. Here we go. Burley Cologne Splash. So these are very sought after as well. All right. That concludes this session on Old Spice. I hope you guys are happy with yourselves. All right. So I've talked about this numerous times. Lots of times, like my bathroom downstairs, my washer and dryer there, you will find this the kind of stuff, dry L. They make a new kind of dry L, but this stuff is, you'll pick it up for cheap. I'm not going to pull this one up. Just keep your eyes open for this. You can sell this for pretty good money. And then you have the packages of disposable razors, and people will get a disposable razor just like soap, just like anything else that they really, really, really love. And then they don't make them anymore. They change the brand. They change the color. Everything else is the same, but they're just not the same. Disposable razors, or buy them for yourself. Doug, I don't want to hear how you don't shave. Jewelry. You'll find jewelry sitting on the counters and sitting in boxes. This one was just in this inconspicuous box that said cat pin on it. It's a Boofer Core. Wait a minute. Ross Sims Boofer Core. I don't know. I forgot I had it until I went out there and got that box. But that's what it looks like. You put in a link for Old Spice history. Thank you, Lulu. So you will find all kinds of stuff. Jewelry. You'll find men's jewelry, watches, rings, cufflinks. I have the necklace that goes to this. I found this is eel skin. We could look this up. So I want to follow you around in an estate sale anytime, Katie. Hey, this one's got fortunes in it. Let's see. If you get close to a good tree, you will get good shade. I just have people throwing shade. That was pretty good. You will get an offer that will be hard to turn down. Maybe I'm going to get a good offer on a piece of jewelry I have listed. Who knows? Eel skin purses. These little coin purses that she probably used it for a makeup bag. She threw her lipstick and some lip gloss and some mascara in here. And this was her little bag she took with her when she went out. So you would find that. Okay, here's Queen. It's awesome. I used to turn it to the new one, then turn it back so that my sister got an old blade and I got that's hilarious. Oh, vintage hair combs, vintage hair barrettes, Goody brand. Any hey, don't tell Katie stuff like that, Marie. I'm gonna have to introduce you to. I have to get where I can't see the chat. I want to get myself in trouble. All right. I literally sold four of these for $600 right here. This one. It's not mine. I don't know how many months ago I sold them to a prop studio. They bought every single one of them I had. And I got them at a discount liquidation store, not very far from Murray, actually. And I paid $1.50 a piece for them. And I had sold them. I bought every single one of them that I found. This is no joke, you guys. There's something about these wood grained ones, and especially this one right here. This is the one that people really, really, really want. Because of that wood grain and these little nubbies on it. Women's silver razor. And then you can, let's see, let's do this. Oh, I'm not even showing solds here. Didn't you just sell some of these here recently, Courtney? Courtney sold, yeah, Courtney, didn't you sell some like this? I don't think hers were in the package though. We may just see hers because she just sold. I just sold 2 goodie picks. Oh yeah, you did. It's in your it is in my estate sale we split up video. Oh, that's right. But I thought you sold, maybe it was somebody else sold 3 of these. Do I have this on highest to lowest still? Ended recently. All right. Oh, I just sold something. What is it? Holy moly. 1973. Something. 7 little rabbits. Okay, here you go, guys. Keep your eyes open. The barrettes are not marked if they are not in the package, though. Correct. But it's not very hard to tell what, I mean, any of us that were kids of the 70s, right? We know. Look at these ones. The tight kitty barrettes, snap tight kitty barrettes. These were the ones that my mom used in my hair because my hair is so fine. Nothing else would stay in them. You guys remember those, don't you? Probably took a best offer for around $60 would be my guess. $55. That Goody brand right there. And it doesn't even have to be Goodies. Goody brand. These are, what are these? A lot of these are Goody, but they look like they're princess buns. So these are snap tight kitty large barrettes. The hair clips, you name it. Go, just put Goody in and just go to town. You guys, I am not joking you. You're seeing it right here. This is why I do these shows, because I know that a lot of you guys go to estate sales. You will even see these at garage sales or moving sales. People are just getting rid of this stuff. Might not have little kids anymore. Might, maybe they bought 5 of these because they really liked them. Who knows? It's where it is. Everyone knows, though, Goody really what it really, really, really was. What about the pink sponge rollers? Yep. Pretty much any kind of hair rollers, hot rollers, curling irons, hair dryers, the old massagers. Everybody that doesn't know is now going to know, and those of you that know the massagers with the heat. Lots of times that's where they kept those in a drawer or underneath the sink in the bathroom. You'll find, oh man, this one gal and I found about 10 different. They weren't the kind you're thinking of, but they were old massagers, and they were actually literally in their boxes. Like every time they used that, there were some that went on your hand that you would put here or here or whatever. Oh my gosh, they were still in the boxes. They were like pristine. We have 0 estate sales in my area, but the senior thrift store gets all that kind of stuff. A lot of it they just give away for free. I wonder why no estate sales, no estate sale companies, or yeah. So any of the curlers, Jake, look them up. Where's your wife at? Is she listening through you? I haven't seen her for a while. See if I missed anybody else. Your dad, Barrett's not marked. Yep. Carried around a goody comb. Oh yeah, the picks. Yep. Let's see. Oh. Let's not forget the linens. Vintage linens, you guys. Canon is a good brand. Let's see if these ones have tags on them. I actually got these from my aunt. She gave me the bigger towels. And this particular design right here actually came in many different shade variations. It was very popular. The one of these that I kept for myself is upstairs in my bathroom. I love it. It's like bright colors. People love this stuff. They have a vintage bathroom, or grandma had this. They don't necessarily. This brand is Ultica by J.P. Stevens. Boy, this is going to be a mess to clean up. The things I do for you guys. This is, I think, it doesn't have the tag on it. It might be Canon. But you will find all of these, and you'll even find, wait, where's your shower? Oh, shower caps. Holy moly. Shower caps. I couldn't find it because I don't know where I stashed it. I have a vintage set of vinyl shower curtain, never been used. It was my aunt's. It's got the shower curtain. It's got the, Marie's seen it. It's got the valance. It's got the matching vinyl curtain that went on the window. Hi, Kathy. How are you, KK? But this was probably the best towel that I found, and I tried to get my son to take it. We all went to an estate. It was the fishing estate sale. Marie and I went there like 3 days in a row, at least 2. The last day they gave anything you could take for free. This was in the bedroom, and I held it up, and I told my son, I said, hey, do you need any towels? He's like, no, but that's pretty damn cool. That's what he said. I'm not cussing to say, I'm just saying that that's what he said. Anyway, no, I don't have it listed yet. And this is probably one of those cheap ones that you would pick up at Kmart or wherever. But let's look at Let's just, you've seen those so many times and passed right over them, will you? Won't now, will you, Katie? How are you, Miss Katie? How's my little baby prophet reads prophets? Baby reads prophets. Yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, let's share the screen. Let's do a gander here, and let's do, if I didn't talk about vintage linens, I think that Jody would let me have it. Vintage towels. Let's go here. Vintage antique linen. Okay, I don't want to go back that far. Vintage D Port Hout 3-piece towel set, wildflowered, made in France. Vintage Tamas Keefe kitchen towel. Well, obviously, you may find that in the bathroom. Who knows? Vintage 90s Lisa Frank. If you don't know about Lisa Frank, go look Lisa Frank up. She has linens too. MCM, I've seen Laurent, of course, obviously. But, you know, just maybe I need to type in vintage Canon. These are all, here's a vintage Jaws beach towel, just similar to what I just held up. $229. You guys are going to find these stuffed in the back of grandma's linen cloth. Vintage Apple Computers beach towel. Here's a vintage Lisa Frank beach towel with unicorns and rainbows. You know, and also vintage bathrobes. You're going to find those in the shower, in the bathroom. All of this stuff. So let's look. Here we go. Vintage new in box Canon 20-piece retro floral decorative. My grandkids love it when I read books to them because they always have. Look at this vintage mushroom dish towel. I'm just like, I cannot even tell you guys. A lot of this stuff got bought from Lillian Vernon catalogs and stuff like that. They didn't have the home shopping network back then. They had Lillian Vernon and Sears and Ward's. I'm glad the baby's good. So it was so scandalous for all of us 10 kids to be having beer towels. That's hilarious. My mom, literally 1 year for Christmas, I don't know where she got them, but she bought a bunch of towels, and they were like kitchen towels, and she sewed them up, and she made each of us kids our own pillow for our bed, and we each had our own. They were so soft. I remember those. People buy stuff like this for that reason, right? They see it, and it reminds them of something like that. And my mom stuffed them with foam rubber. Like, here we go. Here's a vintage towel, very similar to the green ones that I showed. So look at these funky. These are just Royal Canon. I love these. I'd buy them. I'd buy them for me because those are my colors. So look at this stuff. You're seeing it here. I'm showing you this stuff sells. It doesn't have to be Yves Saint Laurent. It doesn't have to be some, here we go, vintage black memorabilia. It's probably, there was a copper tone one there. I was going to say, I wonder if it's from the Fat Albert show. I'll hover to zoom, but it's not showing me anything. Prismacolor. That's really cool. $152, you guys. I love the Budweiser logo as a kid. I had a beach towel t-shirt. How about the Budweiser ones with the frogs on them? So you guys know this is Jodie Foster when she was a little girl. This was like one of her first, she was the copper tone girl. Don't ask me how I know all this useless information. It's just there. StreamYard is not sharing my screen. Anyway, $149.99. What room do you go to first at an estate sale? If it's an estate sale that I've looked at the pictures and there's something in there that I really want, I will go to that room first. I usually, believe it or not, try to go to the garage first because they don't, lots of times, if it's a really, 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 I don't want to say hoarded house, if there's a lot of stuff in the house, most of the estate sale dealers around here will set up big tables in the garage area and they'll bring stuff from all the other rooms out into the garage area. But I mean, I probably more often than not hit the kitchen first and then I go to the dining room or wherever, whatever it leads to. And then I go to the bedrooms, the bathroom, and upstairs, downstairs. It just, it just really depends on the sale. But more often than not, if I go in the house before I go in the garage, then I will usually hit the kitchen first. Anyway, so time is it? 7:52. Okay. I don't want to make you guys suffer for too long. I mean, I could just literally go on and on and on. What else do I have over here? Vintage. Oh, this one I totally want to show you. And then we'll look at, let's do these two. So this was a bolo. I'm not sure if it is anymore. And this one is sealed. So let's look this up. It has an expiration of 04/20. They quit making it, I believe. Queen of Hearts, you frequently look up copper tone suntan lotion. Oh, yeah, definitely. Vintage Afghans. You're not going to necessarily find those in the bathroom, though, Jenny. But yes, vintage Afghans sell very well. You're welcome. All right, let's go share screen. Let's go here. Let's, and you're going to have washcloths. You're going to have towels. You're going to have all the different, you're probably going to find in some of these bathrooms might have a dressing room off to the side of them. So, there's a lot of dish towels, hand towels. Go in there and check these things out. You guys will be surprised. Okay, so I see hot. There you go. Six-pack, 5-pack. I don't know if they don't make this is just for a 2-pack. I don't know if they don't make this anymore from international sellers. This is for one for $31.71 from the United Kingdom. And then let's go look. You just have to look this stuff up bit by bit. That is not, what is that? Lady Kitchen sprinkler bottle. Oh, that's kind of cute. All right. We are not getting this vintage. I wonder if there's even any down here. You guys know about these, don't you? If you don't, I just saw them. The vintage mid-century oil rain hanging lamps. Go look those up. There's another one. Let's see. Here we go. None sold, but here's some listed. Or at least I probably didn't have enough info in the description. Let's see if this does it. $22.95 for one. This is like the one I have right here. $29.99. Maybe I should copy that one. We'll see if there's any sold. And that's just this one brand. That is just this one brand, $23.20, 32. So when they have them in the boxes like this, now I'll take a dry erase pen and I'll take most of that off. It won't completely come off because it's on paper, but most of it will come off. There'll be a slight shadow there. But I will take the majority of it off. What is it that I want to say? There are certain flavors. Shower gel champion. Yeah. This one of the Old Spice champion scent is no longer available. So keep your eyes on these things too when you go to the store and you see that they're discontinuing a flavor. There is a following for the Old Spice shower gels, and I can't remember the other brand off the top of my head. It's your last question. You're fine. Is it okay to mix vintage goods with non-vintage items? Absolutely. Down in the description, you will find a link to my eBay store. Feel free to peruse it. I have everything. I sell anything that's legal. Absolutely. And you can make up your, and many people do, especially people that source like me. You will have people that only do retail arbitrage. They only sell brand new stuff. You will have people that do retail arbitrage. They sell brand new stuff. They sell used stuff. They sell old stuff. They sell broken stuff. You'll have people that sell ephemera, paper products, and any kind of paper is considered ephemera. So books, anything that was made to not last is ephemera. Anything made out of a paper or cardboard or anything like that. I sell everything. And I've just followed, listened to enough people and done my own research and all of that. The reason why I am able to retain so much is because I have a photographic memory and I can't seem to forget anything, which is good for you guys because I can show you things that you wouldn't think of because I either heard somebody else talk about it, I've found it and sold it myself, or I've seen it while I've been researching something else. Just like when I was looking at that deodorant and I saw those oil lamps and I'm like, do you guys know about this? Because a lot of people don't. Some people, I've seen a lot of people in their sourcing videos walk right past those things. Oh, nobody wants these. They're, or they don't want to deal with them because they're big. I understand that. Pine needles. I sell fruit. I sell pine cones. I don't have any listed right now, but I have some I need to get listed. So it's your store. You can sell poop. You can sell bat poop. You can sell rabbit poop. You can sell cow poop, horse poop, you name it. You can sell it on eBay. You just sold discontinued bumped razor blades for $45. Nice, Valerie. So look in your bathroom. I challenge you to look in your bathroom. You may find stuff in there that you don't realize you have because it got shoved in the back of a cabinet. But look in your bathroom and look at all the stuff that you have in it. I have 2 bathrooms. I'm going down to 1 bathroom, so I'm getting rid of things. And you will be amazed at the things that you need and you use. So if you have that stuff, something I didn't talk about a little bit, Band-Aids. This is actually, it's called tubular elastic retention netting. This is actually leftover. I can't even believe I brought this down. I used this one when I got burnt. So I would spend like 3 hours in the bathroom every day, take my shower, take all my old Band-Aids off, take my shower, rebandage my whole body. And my boys were supposed to help me do it, but they both got trained in how to take care of all my burns and stuff. But this stuff is great and it's super expensive and it just stretches. So, I mean, it would go once I've got my bandages on, then this went over the top of them. This stuff is expensive. You will find this. You will find all kinds of bandages. You will find stuff for people who had ostomy bags. You will find catheter bags. You will find all kinds of, who's leaving? Good night. Good night. Good night, Glenn. Have a great night. And don't work too hard tomorrow. You will find all kinds of that kind of stuff. Now, you wear that on your legs for lymphedema. It is very expensive. It is very expensive. Yes. So, as long as there is not a prescription, like this does not have a prescription on it. If it has a prescription on it, you cannot sell it on any platform that I know of. So as long as it does not have a prescription on it, you can resell it. And so ostomy bags, most of the stuff for ostomy supplies are non-prescription. And there's a whole gambit. So if you walk into a bathroom and you see ostomy bags, there's going to be the little containers of ostomy powder because Band-Aids stuck on you. You just want me to sing that. So it runs the gambit, right? If you have small children in your household, then you go through a lot of Band-Aids because any minor scrape, when I was a kid, if there was no blood, there was no Band-Aid. If you weren't bleeding, you didn't get a Band-Aid. Here's a piece of toilet paper. Stick it on there until it, and wipe it off, move along, little doggy. That does not seem to work with my grandson. And it doesn't seem to matter where I hide the Band-Aids that I buy for myself. The little bugger finds them. So I like the stretchy cloth ones. I did landscaping for years. Next jingle for Julie, a Band-Aid song. Oh, yes. Where is Julie? I don't think I saw her come in. And if I did, I missed her. And oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. I don't think I saw her come in. Did you guys? Anyway, so the amount of things. Oh, you'll find nail files. You will find the little manicure sets, sometimes brand new, never been used, fingernail clippers, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying go buy a bunch of used fingernail clippers. What I'm saying is a lot of times you will find them brand new in the boxes because I don't know about you guys, but I could have 25 pairs of fingernail clippers and never be able to find a pair. You got busted for all the time for sneaking into the Snoopy Bandits. That's funny. So this kind of stuff, even if you're if you're just shopping for yourself or you know somebody, these kind of things are super. When our dog got a cut on his side, Justin and Dren's dog got a cut on his side this last summer, and we couldn't keep a Band-Aid on him. He was a German Shepherd. I trimmed his hair. We shaved it. You couldn't keep anything stuck on him. We used some of that. That's what we ended up having to use. I bought the stretchy wrap. Nope, didn't work. I think Julie Smurf was MIA. Yep, I think you're right. That's okay. So any of that kind of stuff you'll find, and also adult diapers, and that stuff sells well too. You'll find the pads that they would put on a bed for incontinence. I used to pick those up like crazy because my son's girlfriend had a little dog that was in the house, and she put those down on the ground. Well, they're expensive if you buy them for your animals or your whoever. Used it on your full. Yep. So don't just think about for reselling, think about for yourself too. I mean, if you open up a box of Band-Aids and there's 20 of them in there, but it's not the whole thing, they're still good, they're sterile, they're sealed. If you have a problem with that, that's fine. Not everybody will want stuff like shoe insoles. Always. Shoe insoles go for a lot of money. I mean, just it's endless. Like I said, go look in your bathroom. You know how much you pay for things. So you have an idea. If you're at an estate sale, not only are they going to have the newer things like you have, but they're also going to have the vintage collectible items like, this kind of stuff. And I love this stuff. I love these old bottles, and I'd have a lot of them. Marie, you be quiet. She's still listening. Probably of anything that I would collect. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? It is bottles and jars. And I also can. So I have that whole collection. But I have, I knew that. Jules' hubby's birthday. That's right. So your mom lost a leg and we didn't know what to do with one shoe. So we donated them to a prosthetic store. Absolutely. So, not only that, when you have issues like that, there are people out there that wear different size shoes. You can sell one-off shoes. You love your old arsenic bottle? I have a few of those myself. The old Clorox bottles too. The old brown Clorox bottles with the cool. I'm going to have to start selling them sooner or later because I can't keep them all. So I will keep, well, I could, but what is the point in keeping something if it's in a box and you can't enjoy it, right? So I will choose the coolest ones that I have, that I like, and I will sell the rest of them. I don't need them. There's a difference between need and want, and I don't like to dust. Therefore, I need to not want them. Hi, buddy. What you got?
I made this.
Did you make it at school?
Nope.
No?
I made it at Tina's house.
What is it? Let's see what he made.
I don't know what it is.
It looks kind of like a goose. Like there's the goose and there's its rain bonnet. You can tell everybody hi.
Hi.
How's school?
Good.
Oh my goodness. You did all kinds of crafts. Yeah? Free everything from the box. It's funny. You have sold single shoes on eBay. Yep. You just curate. Wait, what? What did I miss? Yep. Free everything from the boxes. So I got boxes over here to open again. Anyway, he's gone. No, Jan, bad Jan. I had sent a gal called Magpie Ethel Look her up on Instagram, you guys. She is amazing. She lives across the bridge. She's on Jody's side of the bridge of the Columbia River. And she had 3 little dolls in her Instagram story today, 3 little Christmas dolls, and she goes, forever sealed in their boxes. And I thought of Jan the minute I saw that. Free them from the box. Even amputees need shoes. That is correct. 100%. Anyway, you guys, I hope I at least shocked you into seeing some things that you would never even assume, thinking to pick up like a toothbrush. This isn't the right one, but you know, this is the one for any of you guys who weren't here. Vintage toothbrushes. If you weren't here at the beginning, go look them up. So they're anything that you can imagine, you are gonna find. Thank you so much, Ronnie. And so there you have it. This was Courtney's idea, and it was a great idea because I know that in my old haul videos, which I will start doing again, not going to promise you when, might not be till after I move. But I used to show this stuff and people would be like, what are you getting that for? Well, now you know. So sit down at your computer someday and just look in your house and start looking stuff up. Need to rewatch that part, Jan. Old bottles stored in a box come out to display or sell. We need to do a deep dive on bottles. We do. And I have a lot of them. And that's something a lot of people just don't know because you never see. Well, I guess when I'm in the living room, if you look back and in some of my other videos, like I just started, I'm trying to get different rooms of my house because this house is going to get bulldozed down sometime in the next year. It will no longer be here. So I'm trying to get different areas of the house. This is the front room, so that I have in my videos for my kids, my family, whoever. And so I was in my dining room for quite a while, and my cooking stuff, which I need to do when I'm in the kitchen, obviously. So I have a really cool shelf that hangs by my listing table. And I actually got it out of the dirt and the mud at my niece's house. I brought it home. I washed it off. I let it sit outside in the sun for a couple of days until it was dry, and then I painted it. But it works perfect for all these little tiny bottles that I have on it. Little stuff like this, and then old brown Clorox bottles and Listerine and stuff like that. So yep, people collect them, and they're worth a lot of money if you get the right ones, especially depending on what they say on them. You can turn the light on, sweetheart. Okay, sitting in there. You're eating ice cream? The nerve, I'm telling you. Anyway, you guys, thanks for hanging with me for a couple of hours tonight. I hope you learned something. Tomorrow when the chat loads or in the next day or so, I'll go back through and read and see what I learned from you guys, because I always do. That everybody's dropping stuff and I don't get to see. We'll have to make a date one of these days and go to an estate sale, Katie. That is a ornament that somebody sent me the other day for you, and it is a penguin.
Yay.
Anyway, Katie, we'll have to make an estate sale date and go estate selling together. So you have a good night too, Jody. But what if the end user wants to see what's in the box? I'll open the box up and take the item out, but I won't always, unless it's something sealed like Legos. You're not going to open the box, right? Right. Hi, Maria. Thank you so much. So there are certain things you will take out of the box so that they can see them, but you always put them back in the box, because lots of times the box can be worth just as much as the item inside it. And sometimes without the box, the item is not worth anything. People are just fussy like that. Hopefully that made sense. All right, you guys, have a good night. I'm going to go spend a couple hours with Dren. Well, maybe not. What time is it? At least an hour with him, because I haven't seen him since he went to school this morning. So everybody have a great night. I hope you have a great weekend. We may go live and do a live listing this Saturday evening-ish. Jan and I were talking about that. Just depends on her schedule. So look and see. Squish him. I'll squish him. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.